What are we doing?
So the thing about the thing in the pit, it's like just a vignette of a bunch of cool scenes. Like there's no story.
There's no
Like,
story.
like why?
That was the
any of it
biggest
happening?
question I got. People
I mean,
viewed it and they're like, "So what is actually
Happening?
like
What's happening?"
And I'm like,
Rocco's
it's
meeting in the
that's
pit.
they summon a bad guy and the good guy takes out the bad guy, and they're like, "Okay."
We had a
well, I get it.
story, but once
He lit the water on fire. That's all you need to know.
yeah, it's just a vignette.
It's just cool stuff.
we just had cool stuff we wanted to see, and
People
we
look-
tried to make
yeah.
a story.
People
but
looked way
didn't
into
quite
it,
work
and
out.
they're like, "Why do you want a story?
Well, I
Just
know Pedro had some theories about it.
Who
enjoy
did?
the visuals."
Pedro?
I voted
No,
for
no,
it.
you're talking about long hair. We're talking about Thing in the Pit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no. Yeah, Pedro and Antonio from AP Reacts. If you don't follow AP Reacts on YouTube, they're awesome. Pedro.
Yes.
So
His son Antonio, they're awesome.
I didn't watch their reaction to our video. So should we react to their reaction?
Let's
Maybe
do
we
that.
should.
Yeah, let's do that.
That'd be fun.
We'll do that.
My colleagues got
Content ideas.
This will be fun.
We need to fill up the time somehow. If you guys have suggestions, put it in the chat. You're
Mouth-
about to see if you
mouth
stick
noises.
around for 5 more minutes. We're gonna show one of our new music videos,
Yep.
and you'll kind of see. This is all filmed in the exact basement we're sitting in right now,
Well, except the
in that
cave.
corner.
The cave stuff was
That's
not.
true. The
in
cave was
basement.
not in my basement, by the way.
It's not that big of a basement. That would be cool though.
Well, you got to ruin the majesty of your basement, man.
It is a pretty magical basement.
Speaking
I
of bass
got toys and
cements,
shit.
that's the bassist right there.
Yeah.
Yep. Bass.
Uncle Daniel.
What do
Crazy
you
Uncle
play?
Daniel.
I just pretend to play bass.
I play drums and percussive things sometimes.
Percussive shivs.
We had some makeshift
Cast-
timpanis that we
castanets.
made in the studio for this album, and then we
I
have
wasn't there
like
for that.
egg shakers and gongs and
And nobody cares
if
about
it's
the
if
guitars.
it's stuff if it's stuff you hit,
Every
I
time I hear
hit.
gong, that
stuff.
plays in
Yeah.
my head. What do you
The
do?
lead's guitarist must introduce
Yeah.
The
himself.
ice giant himself.
Yeah.
It's giant.
He plays the bottom 3 strings of the
Why can't I
guitar.
Of the
borrow
7-string
your
guitar.
chords?
I call them the top.
and
I play the 7th string.
All right, all right.
Daryl
It's
plays
just
the
the
top 3.
7th string.
Yeah, so in the other band I play, the guitarist has an 8 string, and we joke with him that he only plays the bottom 2 strings. He's got 8 strings, but
Two
uses
string
one.
guitar.
Yeah.
It's like gent guitarists always have like 14
Yeah.
strings, and they're just riding that E.
Oh. Yo, I do have a comment on this video. Fuck mascara.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
And the
God.
last
All right,
time
all right.
I ever wear that.
That was rough.
So the mascara was so bad that like I couldn't get it off my eyes, even with the makeup remover.
Yep, yeah.
That in the next video, the other video that we shot the next day, I wore sunglasses the whole time because my eyes were puffy and red.
Was
Yeah.
that why?
Well, no,
Oh,
I
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
props,
'cause my
props
eyes
to
were
women who wear
swollen.
mascara every day.
Yeah, my eyes were swollen. That's why I wore my
Ladies.
sunglasses in the whole next video.
I feel
Daryl
for
left
you.
it on for the next video. You can see it in the next
Yeah,
video.
yeah. In the next video, it's just on
He
Daryl.
never
Yeah,
He
yeah.
never took it off. It's on
Right.
Daryl's eyes. Like he never
It
took it
was
off.
so, dude. I was scrubbing
Dude.
my eyes for like an hour trying to get that crap
Okay,
off.
Yeah,
Just,
me
like,
too.
Shrine Tiger.
ripping skin off of my eyelids and like the layers off of my eyeball, and it was still there.
Yeah.
Now, Daryl, after reading your comment, Mr. Shrine
Maybe we should
Tiger, or
play
Mr.
it so we
Shrine
have some
Tiger,
context.
he
Shrine
might
Tiger.
take you up on that because Daryl wants to put every instrument known to man in our band eventually one day.
We
What's
haven't
going
done accordion yet.
He's asking us if we need
got an
any
accordion
any accordion in our band.
Not yet. But we are
Well, now
not
we do. So anyway, yeah, accordion.
maybe.
Who knows, man? Keep us
Yeah.
in contact on.
We don't keep
our
ourselves in a
Instagrams
box.
and
We
stuff,
we
so
are always open to
other things.
Experimentation.
yeah. Which
Well,
which
Daryl is,
Yeah.
so that means we are.
I'm kind of old now. I've experimented a lot. More experimentation there is.
you've done it all, man. Done it all.
Time to just get grizzly and curmudgeon.
Yep,
Yeah.
it's about that.
I'm
time.
ready for that.
Get
I'm
off
ready
my
to be an
lawn.
old
Get your
curmudgeon-y guy that
accordion
just
off
doesn't
my
care.
lawn.
So this is our most recent video, The Thing in the Pit.
The most recent that's been released.
Yes.
As of like 2
So
months ago.
there's no background.
tubes.
Same Justin Reich, same guy that did the last video, produced, directed, basically made this by himself. We showed up and took direction.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is Thing in the Pit.
Yep.
And the intro of this is actually a bleed over from the previous track on the album.
That's true. Oh yeah, so let's
I
get
didn't know
Rocco.
Rocco, what's
So,
up, dude?
Rocco, he's story about Rocco. I was looking for some entertainment for my wife's 40th birthday party. And I called it. I know she likes. We took a trip to Hawaii. She loved it, so I was looking for like fire dancing, something cool, luau thing. And I eventually stumbled upon Rocco, and he was just like, "What day? Like, this day." Okay, just like that was it. And he just showed up, and he did an amazing performance for our party. It was at your house.
I think you were
as a
wearing
matter
that
of fact.
same shirt.
I might have been wearing. Well, I wasn't wearing a shirt.
But yeah, that's true. At least for half of
Look at that
it.
nipple.
Yeah,
Look at
baby.
that. Oh, look at that.
How many Hermans is that?
Oh, look at yes.
I'm gonna guess 5.
At least 5
At
Hermans.
least 5
At
Hermans.
least 5 Hermans. So Rocco came, did an amazing job. We talked to him. He was into metal, and he was like, "We're talking about metal," and we're like, "We got to use him in our music video." He was down. So like almost a year. No, it wasn't a year later. It was the same year, right?
Wasn't that long?
21.
Something,
Yeah, it
maybe
was,
7
it,
or 8
was,
months.
it was the same year. So it was like 6 months later, and we're like, "Hey, you ready?" He's like, "Yep." Came down, drove
Long
like
drive,
3,
like
4
4
hours,
Yeah.
showed up, and just killed it for this video shoot. Like, he
Well,
was amazing.
You'll see.
You'll see it. So anyway, yeah. So that's how we came with. That's how Rocco. Thanks, Rocco. You're the man if you're watching this.
So what about
Appreciate
the,
it, bro.
the setting here?
Yeah,
Where
the
we
setting:
at?
Gem Mountain Gemstone Mine in Spruce Pine,
Oh,
North
that place was
Carolina.
cool, man. That was cool.
Yeah, Kay Buchanan is the owner, and she was awesome. She didn't
Yeah.
charge us. We asked her if we could use her cave. She's like, "Yeah, it's closed on Sundays. Come on down." We're
Can
like,
we just use your cave?
really?
Dude, right?
Yeah. She was like, "Yeah,
Didn't
come on
charge us
down."
or nothing. Just
Just
super
stay.
chill.
Yeah, we came. It was a crazy drive up the mountain though to get there. Just you.
I was there.
You guys weren't there.
Nope.
So I'm glad I have a 4-wheel drive truck.
I wanted to go, but I was hungover from the night
I wasn't
before.
there for the night drive back though.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard
it's
about
a
that.
switchback, like mud gravel road getting up to this mountain, and so I had to take people parked at the bottom, and I had to take them up in my truck and back and forth. So I was the only car that could get up there. And by the time we wrapped for the day, it was downpouring, and the trail was washing out.
Oh man.
So we had about tens of thousands of dollars of equipment in the back of my truck while it was raining, going down a sketchy mountain with like 6 people in my truck in the cab.
He probably rented all that shit. There's no way.
Huh?
There's no way he owns it.
I don't. Who knows?
Yeah, he
I don't know.
probably rented all that.
It was-
Because,
it was
like,
a lot of
it was all in
equipment.
a,
Let's
it was
play.
all in like a
I wanna see
rider
this video.
and shit.
Yeah, it was expensive. So I was just like white knuckling it, nervous driving down.
But you
This
said
thing.
you almost like dumped it a couple times,
It was
like a
sketchy.
foot away
It
from
all
the,
worked out.
It was very
all
sketchy.
worked
toss
out.
in the truck.
Yeah. Sorry, that's the basis for this video. Let's continue.
You look fucking awesome in this video, by the way.
I know.
I know you know.
Yeah, thanks to my wife, Kim.
CGI.
Yeah, that was a late thing.
Oh, there's the mascara.
We're not doing that again. That was a bad idea.
Yeah.
A violin one.
Good job. Probably want a simpler song. from the
Yeah.
album.
Definitely very
So
strict.
we'll pause with Matt here when you see his face.
Matt, what's up, dude?
I love that shot. That's my favorite
That is
shot.
cool. Get a good shot of Matt pausing.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Right there. So this
Yeah.
is Matt Sumner, and he knows Justin. Him and Justin, the producer, worked on a couple projects before this, and he thought he was coming to choreograph a fight. He didn't realize he was actually going to act, and then so he shows up and he's like, he didn't have any like clothes, or he had these prop weapons just by happenstance in his Jeep. So
That worked out well.
it worked out great. So we're like, we need you to ditch the shirt and grab this fake axe and be in
Just
her,
the shirt.
in her music video. Luckily, the dude's pretty jacked,
Show
so he
me
didn't
titties.
care. Yeah,
Yo,
he's got only he's like 1.5 Hermans.
Mario
Steve,
Warfare.
So he's good. He's got
So check
One
out
and a half Hermans.
Mario Warfare. Yeah, not as many.
yeah,
Hermans.
Mario. That's right, Mario Warfare. That's his big
Yeah,
project
yeah.
he was on. It's great. It's
It's
amazing.
pretty
They
funny.
did such a cool job with that. And he is Mario, right? He's Mario.
He's a lot of dudes.
Is he a lot of dudes?
Yeah,
I'm
several dudes.
pretty
not
sure
a
he's
lot.
Mario.
What is
Yes.
the moral of this song? What is the moral of this song,
Yeah,
Daryl?
what's this song about?
it is
Daryl?
not moral at all.
It's not moral.
The music video or the song?
Well, the
song.
music video is like pointless. We just wanted some cool shots.
It's not exactly pointless. We
It's
definitely
totally pointless. It's
we know we wanted
vignettes.
Rocco
Yeah.
to be in the video.
We
and
just
he
wanted
also
a fire
It's like
dancer.
fucking Willie
Yeah,
Ness Burroughs.
fire.
It fucking
Yeah.
sucks. So what's
What sucks?
what's the moral of the song?
The moral?
Well, the song. The
What do you mean
song
moral?
is it makes
It's a-
no context without the rest of the album.
Yeah,
Oh my
so
God.
it's a concept album. Every song is part of a larger story. This happens to be a part of the story where there is a thing.
In
a
pit?
Don't
say it, don't say
In a pit? In a pit?
There's a
Thing in a
thing
pit?
in a pit.
So I don't
But
know.
it's not a pit.
Daryl,
But it's
what
not a
is-
pit. It's
Nobody
like a
cares.
pool.
Nobody
Daryl-
cares about the story.
Daryl wrote the story.
They're
Let's
asking
go.
about it though.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
A Twitch
Somebody
question.
cares. I'm wrong.
Somebody cares.
Daryl,
One person
I
cares.
apologize.
It's like Daryl's asking all these questions himself.
Yeah.
Shut up, Daryl.
We know you're on your other account, bro.
Yeah.
I can see it. I can see your screen.
Yo.
All right,
Sorry,
Daryl,
continue.
do like give me a 30-second rundown of what the song, the actual, not the video, but the song is supposed to be.
This is the part of the album where hear me here.
Just come over here. Show your face.
We're just-
Yeah,
Show your
sit in
face.
here real quick. Come have a seat. We got you the extra chair.
No, just pull right on up, buddy.
Can anyone see me?
Couldn't sit
No,
in
nobody
up
cares.
crazy Uncle
This is the edge
Dan's
of the
lap.
camera,
No one
right
cares
there.
about Aaron.
Come
Just
here.
come this way. There you go.
I'm the weird uncle. Come sit in my lap.
Anyway,
Can I sit you?
Don't you want to sit in my lap?
It's gonna happen before the
I sat
stream
in the
ends.
chair.
Somebody's getting in your lap before the stream ends.
All right. Here is the story of the thing.
The
in
story.
This is the
This is the
story.
part of the
Oh,
album
wow.
where
Can you do your voiceover voice?
this is the part of the album
In a world.
You can do
in
better
a
than
world
that. I have faith in you.
where our main character,
Come closer. Come
understand that a little bit better later.
Closer. Come closer.
Where oh, you can't see me.
yeah, this
Well,
is
let's
my
let's
leg
tell-
is the
so
edge.
let's
This
back
is
it
the
up
edge
real
of the
quick.
camera right here.
And so this album came from a review on Angry Metal Guy, where the reviewer, Dr. Worm with a V.
Yeah, I think so.
He interpreted Longhammer from our last album to be about a mind-controlling warhammer. That song was actually a giant metaphor for binge drinking.
Yeah.
But we really liked that interpretation and decided to write an entire album.
Yeah. So
And
thank
so-
you, Angry Metal Guy, for
This is
Yeah.
that. So,
making this album happen.
so now that we know what the album's about, continue.
So there's a lot of Lovecraftian elements to this story, and this
30
is
seconds,
the one of the main climaxes of the album, where our hero, the Longhammer, comes into contact with and conflict
Climax.
with
Drink.
the world-eating eldritch horror at the center of the planet. So
That's a really
inside
quick
of a big
song.
hit, inside of a big pit, you go down into the pit and you find the eldritch horror at the center of the planet. That's what's happening here.
I
So there's a
vaguely
lot
remember
going on.
this.
It's very
There's a
Years
reason
ago.
for all that.
Yeah.
Every single time Daryl says something that
We'll
I
let
don't
the lyrics
understand,
fill that.
we're just gonna drink.
oh, there you go.
We're drinking our apple juice in our solo
You're
cups.
gonna be drinking a lot.
Apple juice. Yes, exactly.
So this is about
Awesome.
our. This
Thanks,
is about.
Daryl.
This
We
is,
appreciate that.
Thank you for the
somebody does.
commentary. Get back to your station.
Did that answer the question?
All right, cool. She sent us some links after we
Oh,
get through this crap.
Awesome. Thanks,
All
Jeff.
right, let's finish it.
All right. Yeah. So this is about our protagonist going to find the thing in the pit, which happens to be Rocco
In this video.
in this video.
So that's how we justify having Rocco in the
So we'll get through the song eventually. This is one of my favorite riffs, by the way. Yeah.
You comment on how awesome it was. What Justin did with these candles.
Yeah, he did a good job.
Yeah, he just like we had a
Not
bunch of
surprising.
candles, and he's like he put one underneath the camera because it made a cool effect.
You could see like the heat.
And it worked
shield.
out great. Yeah, the heat like this looked really cool.
Because we were working in like a porter potty worth of space. We were doing our best clown core impression.
Yep.
Yeah, he gave it a good feel. So we basically just do whatever Justin suggests because it's gonna look awesome.
I mean, yeah, we'll give him a 2x2 square foot space, and he'll figure it out.
Yeah. Whose idea was that?
What's that?
Me. For the eyes. There's the Haka. Yeah, let's pause it
Dude,
for Rocky
yeah.
there.
So pause.
Remember Generation X?
There you go. There. Pause.
Keep
Yeah,
going.
okay,
Keep going.
okay.
To see his face. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, like every time I see that stuff.
Oh, nope, didn't have it.
There it is. Yeah.
Oh, there we go. Nice.
So we wanted him to do a traditional like Haka during the meet because we just wanted to get a Haka in there because it was awesome. So we're in this cave. It's completely silent, right? And he's doing his traditional Haka, and we're filming it like full on screaming, like echoing. It was like one of the coolest video moments I've ever seen. He's just going at it, and we're filming it. We're filming different angles, and he doesn't know when to stop because Justin didn't tell him when he could stop. So he just kept going and going and going and going. And I'm like, eventually I was like, is it done yet? And then Rocco finally was like, are we good? Because Justin didn't know when to stop it. But man, it was cool. Like watching him just do this Haka, echoing in this giant cave was just one of the neatest experiences I've had during a music video shoot. So Rocco was awesome. And you see like the skull on he made a skull out of one of the things he ate while he was the thing in the pit. He was gnawing on another bone. So I got to give a shout out to my classmate and now coworker Renee for supplying us with all the bones. And you're gonna see another bone. It's actually on my fridge up there. You can't see it, but another skull later. So she provided us with all the skulls and bones for the video. So shout out to Renee. Go ahead, your butt thing.
You did that awesome.
There we go.
There it is.
Fuck up. Stop.
Yep. So there's Rocco lighting the water on fire.
This is the sole reason why we had Rocco. Not only was he awesome, but he could light things on fire,
yeah, no, that's
including
legit.
water.
There's no special effects here. That's just straight up.
Nothing to do with the story. We just wanted him to light the water.
What do you
on fire.
use? Like white gas, camping gas?
It's
Probably.
just like
Probably
yeah, it's just
kerosene or
kerosene,
something.
no,
Yeah,
butane or something.
Yeah, it's probably white gas.
Just
Yeah.
sling that
That's
shit
a-
everywhere and boom, fire.
So in my early 20s, back in the LSD ecstasy days, like my friends,
Oh, yeah, those days,
I had friends that were big into the fire dancing and shit. So
okay.
I would throw parties and they would just be out in the yard just fire dancing.
So far.
You walk out, I'm like, oh god damn it! You know what I mean?
someone fire again?
Set your
It's
whole
like,
yard
God
on fire.
damn it! Just don't burn the fucking house down. You know what I mean? Like fucking neighbors would come out. And, like,
what?
that's how I met some of my neighbors. It's like yeah, like I used to live in this cul-de-sac.
Sorry, I set your house on fire.
I used to say
Daniel.
that, and we were just rolling face, whatever. And like my friends were out there just like fire dancing in the goddamn cul-de-sac. All the fucking neighbors,
Just
all the
come out,
fucking
watch the
neighbors
show.
like came by and like started hanging out with us and shit. We're like, hey, cool, you're not gonna hang out with us, I guess.
They must
What
have
are you
been
doing here?
entertained.
Never mind the plate full of powder. Don't look at that. No, you can't have that.
See, it's nice to have friends that do things like this. You never know who you're gonna meet.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Anyways, back to it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, it was white gas, is what they called it.
Yeah, he just
White gas.
soaked the ends of it.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
just
yeah.
Sprayed
yeah,
on the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Awesome.
it's white gas. That's what it is.
Definitely one of the coolest
I
shots.
just love how you can see that flame front moving.
Yeah,
past
the
his
blue
line.
line there.
It's
I'm
super
wondering,
cool.
like, if that hit his
Yeah,
legs.
why is he not on fire?
No.
Nah.
Like, have you ever like covered your hand and like rubbing alcohol and lit it on fire?
It just
No.
it burns
Yeah.
so
Never
quick.
done
No,
that.
it just evaporates. It
Really?
you won't get
You
burned.
don't
It just
feel it?
no.
No, you don't feel
You
it.
don't
at
even
all.
you don't even feel the heat really.
That's like wait for it.
I don't know. It looks like he was feeling the heat a little bit here.
Well,
Nah.
he was feeling the heat because it was constant flames. And
He's
his
literally
hands,
standing next. Like,
Well,
an
his
inch from
hands
a
would get
fire,
hot
so-
eventually. But yeah,
The heat from the poi or
Yeah.
the stick or the
Yeah.
staff or whatever the hell it
Yeah,
is.
I
Yeah, he feels that, but like
he wouldn't feel the water.
no, because it burns way too.
I imagine he's pretty used to it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, his hands are like and like around his wrists is just like
Mm.
charred all the time.
Yeah. So like my friends, what they would do is they would usually put like
It's pretty
kind of
metal.
like hood, like on like I remember that like I had this one friend, he had like long dreads. He would wear like this crazy like looking hood, like almost like Legend of Zelda fucking thing when he would spin fire.
Keeps
So
his
it
hair
wouldn't
don't
like,
go
so he wouldn't
lit
like
up.
not his fire. Yeah.
I like to use
Seems
hairspray when
smart.
I'm fire dancing.
All right, here we go.
Dude, he's first time on camera, he just killed it.
Yeah. Natural.
Performance on it, right?
It's true.
What difference? Performance. That's all this is.
Like Matt's face there.
Like how Matt's just waiting for him to finish before he attacks him.
Indiana Jones with a dude spinning.
Let me do this first before you attack. I'm out. I love that shot. That's one of my favorite shots.
It's pretty sweet.
Yeah. Because we took a, I think, yeah. Yeah, right now. Yeah, we took like a screenshot and did our social media promo with the shot. It was awesome.
Did we?
Like a year ago when we first did this, and everyone's like, "Yo, you got new stuff coming out soon." Like, yeah,
I'm glad somebody was
in
on
a
top of that.
year.
Maybe.
Maybe.
That long to
Actually, it's more than a year.
Yeah,
we
maybe.
need to make the sound done. We were recording all these things with demos.
Yeah, everything was still a demo. We we still had another recording session after this.
Yep.
2. Was it just 1 more or 2 more? I don't know. We had
spent
like 3
so much time in the studio for
Yeah.
this record.
Jamie King's.
I mean,
basement.
relative to the last record, it
Right.
wasn't really that much time in the studio.
No, it was like
Compared to-
industry standard time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
I
amount of
don't know,
time
we
it takes
spent probably a good 4 or 5 weeks.
in total.
that's
yeah.
that's not that much.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, our
Whatever.
bass player wasn't even recording in there.
No,
We could have spent
That was
like
a separate-
8 weeks
separate
if we had
sessions.
Yeah. You could have just doubled it up if you just put my dumb ass in there.
Yeah, that doesn't include bass. Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's go.
There's no point in recording video. This is all direct any goddamn.
Yeah, you're not a bitch about your phone like some of these guys are.
You guys can turn me down.
We got
I'm taking responsibility.
I'll play bass.
I turn up. No,
It's for your bass solos. So you have some bass solos. Here you go. I let go of that note, Eric. Jesus.
Never.
All right, here's the skull.
Yeah, and that band Spirit World
That
ripped us
was
off,
really
man.
cool. I like that.
Spirit
a lot.
World did?
Spirit World ripped us off on the Bloody Skull thing.
I didn't see that.
I sent it
Spirit
in.
World.
I sent it in the chat. Whatever. I guess I didn't
Oh,
watch
that
the video.
one. Yeah, the
Yeah.
music sounded like Slayer or whatever.
Oh, they're awesome. I love them. But
Yeah,
I mean,
wow.
they do sound like Slayer. Like all their riffs sound like.
We still got
immediately
it.
like Slayer.
That's really bad.
It's here. I never.
I mean, it's
watched
not like
it off
Slayer's
either.
using the
It looks
riffs
cool
anyways.
like
They
that.
might as well rip them off. So.
That was good.
No, they're great. I like them.
Yeah, this is a cool shot.
Oh, that's
slow motion shot
so
of all the
super
blood.
cool.
Poured that blood all over the knife, and then it just dripped off naturally. And Justin just figured out how to get the right settings to make it perfect.
It's a good shot.
I got that knife. Don't worry.
It's a good knife. Definitely impractical. That's good.
The other thing was sharp though. Like it's practical, but it's sharp. Chili.
I think you're trying to pretty good. All right, let's go. Let's go while Steve is gone. Don't need his loudmouth assessment for this video.
So yeah, I'll sit where Steve's sitting right real quick.
Yeah, that's
That's my cue to leave.
this was this was like I don't know how big that space is over there. Maybe 15 by 10.
Well, when we had all the curtains up, it was probably
Yeah.
more like it was probably more like 6 by like 12 inch maybe because it was like real deep. It was real
Yep.
narrow but real deep.
So we just covered everything in black drapes and relied on the sort of depth of field. And you could see Justin just like shifting around like crazy because we were like inches apart from each other.
Yes.
So that's why it made us look like we were farther apart than we really were. So that's how we were able to get that effect. And
Probably
we were
got
just
got something to do with the anamorphic line.
yeah.
Source of shit, right?
And we just had a fog machine, and we had a really nice light behind everything. We piled all these candles up on the table, and yeah, we were about to light the house on fire, but we somehow managed not to. And yeah, it looks pretty good. It's a really good shot.
Let me guess. Like colors.
These candles are just awesome.
Yeah, that's a good shot, Steve.
Safety third. Oh yeah, there was a lot of fire in this video shoot. Oh yeah, this fight choreography.
Dude, I know this is the best part.
So what do you remember about this, Eric?
I wasn't there for this.
You weren't there for this. Oh, we gotta stop and wait for Steve then.
Right? Yeah, you're right.
I mean, none of us were there. I was supposed to be there,
Yeah.
but I got drunk the night before and I woke up too long ever.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I could have, but I didn't want to.
Pause it.
Why?
Yeah. We gotta wait for
Go
Steve
off,
to do the fight choreography.
We're good.
He can talk about it after the fact.
Daniel does have the control. Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like, haven't you ever seen Naked Lunch? This is what I'm talking about. It's just vignettes. There's nothing. There's a story there. That's what I'm saying. Right?
Well, a lot of people have who've watched it have interpreted a story out of this.
But there's not
Yeah.
one to be had. It's just vignettes.
How do you know?
Yeah, it's really just a story.
Like I was
How do
saying,
I
I
know?
think-
I don't know.
Like I was saying, I think Pedro, for example, had
So-
thought about this story.
So we definitely like this was all Matt, right? Like he's the one that just basically
Yeah.
said, "Come at me, bro," and just deflected all of the flaming staff blows.
Yeah, but that does not explain why we're in robes, what we're doing with the ritual thing. That doesn't.
Oh yeah, no, we're not talking about the story. We're just talking about the fight.
Yeah, it's vignettes. That's what I keep saying.
So right, so
So
yo,
if I-
Steve,
Yo.
so you were there for all the fight
Yeah.
filming, right?
Yeah.
So that was like Matt basically just said, "Try to kill me," and
Just go to the
No,
chat.
they literally
deflect-
choreographed.
so he
it
did
all.
do like a choreography.
No, yeah, they choreographed. They practiced each scene before we filmed it, and then while Justin
Oh,
set
okay,
up the
okay.
scene.
I heard tell that Matt basically just said, "Come at me," and got it done.
Well, no, that's what they'd sit there and be like, "Come at me. What are you gonna do?" He's like, "Okay, then now I'm gonna do this, this, and this.
Oh, okay.
You follow up with that, and that." That's kind of how.
So you just figured it out. Okay, cool.
they
I
did
mean,
it on the fly, but it was choreographed.
They did a
So,
pretty amazing job of making it look like really violent, like really.
Oh yeah, like
Well,
fast paced, just
yeah.
like
looks good.
It looked
Yeah.
like they were actually trying to hit each other.
No, they were
yeah,
going
it
at it.
didn't
Yeah.
look fake at all.
They were
No,
going
it-
at it
it-
for sure.
I mean, it looks cool as fuck. I'm just saying there's no.
Well, I think we had
No,
an
there isn't.
idea. No, we had an idea for a story. It was
It's
you know,
loose.
Rocco's going
That's
into the
what I think.
cave trying to escape. This, you know, what's happening to him. And he goes into the back of the cave, finds some kind of evil sort of ancient entity or something. And then, you know,
Just
we're
on
like
fire.
the cult members, like in another dimension or somewhere else that are sort of like powering him up, right?
Yes.
From a distance using our
Obviously.
special cult abilities.
Obviously.
Right? You know, blood and all that
Couldn't
stuff.
miss that.
Our metal, you know, our music, we were powering him up, and that's why in the end he probably won. Even
Just
though
make
we
that
don't, you know,
Yeah,
we
this
don't
is my
show.
first time
Just
hearing
make
it.
that up.
Yeah.
It's up your head 'cause that's really good.
He's been thinking about it over the last year.
No, I mean this was your idea.
I know.
Was it?
Yeah.
I think you're right. No, you're right because you said the whole like. I mean, not like the entire.
Yeah. Well,
No,
when we couldn't
script,
get
but-
like exactly what I was wanting to get, we improvised a little bit. But yeah, for the most part, I was like, I want Rocco in a cave
Mhm.
with a guy like that's gonna fight him. It's
I mean, we kind of just did it and then made up the story after.
yeah, exactly.
half
Like
and
when
half,
we
half
when
and
we realized we
half.
weren't gonna be able to do exactly what we wanted to do, we kind of improvised.
I'm gonna
and-
take a leak.
Isn't it supposed to be kind of like the John's journey though? And he's not even in it.
No, yes, that's why this is kind of an offshoot video.
Right.
Yeah.
This is like a serious video that we probably won't ever do again. They're probably always going to be goofy after this because it's so much easier to
Nah,
do.
we're
videos.
gonna do serious videos. It'll,
like
be,
it.
it'll be
I
fine.
like them.
It's good. I think
But,
people like this one.
Yeah, with this video, so my wife Kimberly, shout out to my
Like,
wife.
comment,
she
subscribe
did,
if you like this video.
Yes.
Ring the bell to get notification.
Yeah.
So my wife did all of our eye makeup, and
Yep.
she did the eye makeup on the other video we're gonna release. So
Yep.
thanks for the eyeliner treatment, Kimberly. And then yeah, so the owner of the cave, Kay, while we were shooting this all day in the cave, because the cave was one day on its own, right? All the stuff in the basement was one day on its own, and then we did the brewery for the other video one day. So it was 3 days for doing all of it. But the owner of the cave, Kay, is this old lady, amazingly cool old lady. She would call me periodically through the day and ask us if we were hungry. You want me to bring food up to you? You know, how you guys doing? You know,
That's awesome.
That's
I
really
was
nice.
like, dang, man. Like, not only did she give it free, she's willing to bring freaking biscuits and gravy too.
We were.
Awesome. You said yes, right?
She was awesome.
One last time in sorrow, petrified.